Good day, this is American Bullies TV, back here again for another video. And today we're going to talk about American Bullies that we wanted more from. In the American Bully community, in my opinion, a lot of dogs that are really good examples of the breed have not been bred a lot or enough. I think when you find dogs that are healthy, that have good genetics, that have great conformation, I think they should be bred more to have a stronger impact on the gene pool that is in the community today. And when we look at the community today, there's so many dogs that don't meet the standards, that are unhealthy, that are being heavily bred. So for starters, to start off today, we're going to go with number one, who is the Bear. 2018 Nationals winner. Very good example of the breed. A lot of people feel like he is the best example in the community today. He has been bred, but we really want to see some of his offspring take that next step. Whether, I guess, maybe his owner, they need to do more breedings. But I personally would like to see him bred to more females with different lines. But he is definitely one dog that we want to see more from. Okay? And secondly, number two is the German Ruger. German Ruger is one of the best examples of the American Bully standard class. Now, I know with him, because I have a friend that knows the owner or his handler, that he has been bred exclusively on purpose. Now, I feel like the American Bully community is being robbed by him not being bred, because we need more dogs like him. Now, I know they were trying to keep things, like I said, exclusive, and it is their choice, but we need more dogs like him. So we will always encourage those dogs that are great examples of the breed to be bred more. I'm not saying that they need to be heavily bred, but just more often, so that persons all around the community can see what a good example is, and the more offspring that there are, people can pull from different strains to get a piece of that puzzle. Okay. And number three, we have Master Shifu. Master Shifu from Suarez Bulls, one of the best examples of the pocket class, 2012 Nationals winner. He was only bred, I think, about 7 times, or he only has about 7 offspring. But I think he's only bred 7 to 7 females. But no matter what it is, when people mention the pocket class, they talk about Master Shifu, they talk about his offspring and the lack thereof. And there were some really good breedings that he was a part of. Especially, I know there was one in which he was bred to some bully market blood, but we don't hear anything about the offspring. And we want that look. We want that strain from Suarez's blood, because Master Shifu is almost as good as it gets. Okay, when it comes to the pocket class. We love him here at American Bulls. We don't have anything off of him, but that's not from because we haven't tried. Okay? But we love Master Shifu, but he had to make this list. Okay? And next, we have Appletini. Appletini, produced by Gorilla Kennels. We wanted more productions from her, not from a lack of exclusivity or not being bred, but it was just that I think there was a medical incident where she couldn't have puppies, and I think they had to spay her. But she is one of the best examples of a female American Bully Grand Champion that we have seen in the history. And I was so sad when I found out that she was not able to be bred and she didn't have any puppies. I could just imagine the different dogs and the combination that I come up with in my head to who I would have liked to seen her being bred to. But hey, sometimes life gives you lemons and you gotta make lemonade. Okay? And Another dog that comes to mind is Mufasa, R.I.P. Grand Champion Mufasa. This guy is brings so much to the table, and I can't understand why he hasn't been bred more by his owners. But he is another one with good genetics, good movement, good ringmanship. This guy was a bigger standard, and I think he was possibly the key to a lot of XL breeders correcting some of the faults in their dogs because he was a taller standard. And it's a shame that we didn't get more from him for whatever reason. You know, I don't know if he was heavily coveted, to be honest, because I don't hear a lot of people mention him when it comes to offspring or wanting to breed to him. But I think he was definitely underrated and underappreciated in that respect. Now, I'm going to say, lastly, the last dog here has been probably the biggest controversy and conversations that I've had with people, and it's King Kamali. A lot of people don't regard him as a good producer for whatever reason. We know I can't remember how often he's been bred, but I know we also wanted more from him. I don't know if it was because we expected Kamali to produce a replica of himself, and he was so impressive physically that almost any offspring that he had, we probably were disappointed in. But we definitely wanted to see him bred more. We wanted more from his productions, and it's very hard to find a lot of his blood today, whether it's inbred or just outcrossed or even up front. It's really hard to come by. And you can see the physical specimen that he is. So could you imagine if he was bred to a dog like Sweet and Low? It would have just been insane. But I just always come up with so many different topics in my head that I want to talk about. And that's why I made the channel. I told you guys that everything American Bully is what we're going to talk about here. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome to the American Bullies family. If you like the video, subscribe. Don't forget to like and share. We appreciate you guys here at American Bullies TV. Stay tuned. We will see you next time.